Hi everyone, we're going to take up the kitchen equipment handout. So what I would like you to do is open the kitchen equipment labeling handout in your Notability. You can correct your answers using this video and then hand it into the appropriate drop box. You can either watch the video split screen with your handout at the same time, or you can pause it at any minute to flip back to your handout, make your correction, and then replay the section of the video. So here we go. Number 1 looks like this and is a wooden spoon. Make sure you get the spelling of all of these equipment correct. Number 2 looks like this and is called a strainer. Number 3 looks like this. You may have these at home in wood or plastic, and it's called a cutting board. Number 4, this might be a new one to you. It looks like this. It's used in baking when making pie crust, when you add butter or lard to flour, and it's called a Pastry Blender. This is not a potato masher. Oops. Number 5 looks like this. You may have a different looking one at your house, but it is called a peeler. Number 6, here's what mine looks like at my house. And you all know it as a grater. Number 7, you may have a different looking one than the picture or the one that I have. This is the one that I have at my house, and it is called a can opener. Number 8 looks like this. It's used when you are baking or basting, and it's called a pastry brush. Number 9, I actually don't have one of these at my house, but this is about the closest I have. It has little feet and holes, and it is called a colander. It's not a strainer, it's a colander. It stands up on its own. Number 10 looks like this. We use it for rolling out dough, and you all know it as a rolling pin. Number 11 is a small knife, and it has a special name. It's called a paring knife, and we use these knives to pare, P-A-R-E, which means to take the peel off of a fruit or vegetable. We do not use these knives for chopping. Number 12 looks like this, is used in baking a lot and has a long name. Make sure you get this one right. It's called a straight-edged spatula. Number 13 is a large knife, and its proper name is called chef's knife. This is the type of knife that you use for chopping. Number 14 looks like this, and we know it better as a muffin tin. You can also call it a cupcake tin. Number 15 has two words. They come in different sizes. Sometimes they are non-stick, sometimes they're metal. The two words are saucepan, or more simply, a pot. Number 16 also comes in all different sizes, can be non-stick or metal like mine, and is called a frying pan, or it has another name called a skillet. Number 17, we used these when we made our cookies during our food lab. This is what mine looks like at my house, and you all know that's oven mitts. Number 18 comes in all different sizes and materials, and we also use them in our cookie recipe. Those are mixing bowls. Number 19 is a small pan, rectangular, and has a special name. We use it for making bread, meatloaf, banana bread. It is a loaf pan. Number 20, I actually don't have one of these at my house. They are a special type of thermometer that you use when you make candy. So when you heat sugar on the stove, you attach the thermometer to the pot and it measures the temperature. Number 21 is another type of thermometer, but we use it for a different ingredient. This is what mine looks like, and it has a little probe here, and that is a meat thermometer. So the screen tells you what the internal temperature of your meat is when you put this in the meat, and then you know when it's safe to eat. Number 22, we also use when we were making cookies. Looks like this, and it has two names. You can call it a baking sheet or a cookie sheet. Number 23. As you can imagine, I have a lot of these at my house. So they come in circles or squares, like the picture showed, and they're called cake pans. Number 24, you should know as well. They are the glass version. I have two here. And they're called liquid measuring cups. Make sure you write that full name. and you use those to measure things that easily pour. Number 25. We use these when we're making our cookies as well. They come in sets like this. Small measuring spoons. And remember, we use those for ingredients with tiny amounts like baking soda, baking powder, cinnamon, spices. Number 26 also comes in a set. This is what mine looks like. So we have all different sizes here. And you will know those as dry measuring cups. And we use those for ingredients that are dry, like flour, sugar, brown sugar, but also for some special ingredients like maple syrup, softened butter, honey, things like that. Peanut butter as well. Number 27, I don't have one of these at my house either. They are pretty cool little tools with a handle that you spin, and you put your ingredient in here, and there's mesh inside, and it pushes the ingredient through to add air, and that's called a sifter. You can also use a strainer to help you sift ingredients if you don't have a sifter, and that's what I do at my house. Number 28, these are all different kinds. Mine look like this, and you press the bottom to open them. They are called tongs. $29 looks like this. And it's a spoon with a hole in it. So we use this to take things out of hot water like vegetables or pierogies to drain the water from the item. It's called a slotted spoon. Number 30 looks like this, and I'm sure you've all seen it before, to scoop out soup or sauce. The proper name for this tool is ladle. $31 looks like this here in my kitchen. There's two names for this, and remember we talked about this during our cookie demo. We had a little bit of a disagreement about it, but you are all right. It's called flipper or a spatula. $32 looks like this. We use these when we are making our cookies as well. People commonly think this is called a spatula, but it's not. Do you remember the name? Rubber scraper. Here's number 33. I'm sure you all know that as a whisk. And we only use whisks for very liquidy ingredients like pancake batter or eggs. We do not use it for thick doughs like cookie dough because it will get stuck. Number 34, they have different looks to them. This is mine. It is a masher. Obviously we use for potatoes, but you can use for other things as well. And last but not least, we have this item here. It's called a turkey baster. We use this when making turkey or other meats where you want to put the drippings that have come off of the meat back onto the top to make it moist, and you learned about that in your word search with the cooking term baste. So that is the tool there you use for that. So please make all of your corrections to your kitchen equipment handout and put it into the kitchen equipment labeling drop box. I hope you learned a little bit from this activity and you enjoyed seeing the video live from my kitchen. I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you very much, and stay tuned for some more lessons in our food unit. Take care.